We're going to build an opt-in funnel from start to finish in 4 parts. The 5th part will be putting it all together. So the 4 parts are the thank you page, that's what I've created here, a thank you page, an opt-in email, the form, and once you create the form, we'll put it on the opt-in page. So here is an opt-in page. It starts off with the headline, a little description about it, the form, and a call to action. The next section is a bio, testimonials, and then down here is the headline, once again, and with different verbiage pretty much. So up here, went into detail about what exactly is included and what you're going to be receiving. Down here, I just talked about it in a different way. So this is a high converting page. I get about 42% conversion rate on it. And it's because I have so much information on there. I mean, why wouldn't you want it? So Kajabi's funnel, however, has just one image and I think one line about the freebie. And it's not a whole lot to bring someone to opt in. So the more information you can add to your opt-in page, the better. It's sort of like a mini sales page. So we're going to actually create it backwards. Again, let me walk through the steps. Thank you page, which is I've created both the thank you page and the opt-in page under landing. And I do that because under the website pages, it would have a header and footer. And on these particular pages, perhaps I don't want a header and footer. So I want it to be independent than the website pages. So I'm going to start with the thank you page first. And the thank you page is where they've already opted in and then the page changes to this page. And this is where you can put an offer because this is the first time they've met you. They've opted into your freebie and perhaps you have a low ticket offer. Maybe they're ready to buy now. Who knows? It doesn't hurt to throw it out there and see if they're interested. So you can have a video here, or you can have a thank you. Next steps could be to go to the sales page, or you can have a little description about what you're offering here. And then down here would be more information about the offer. So it could straight up be a sales page here, or you can have this button go to a different sales page. If you don't have a low ticket offer right now, that's okay. You can just say thank you, put your picture right here, and then the next steps could be follow me on Instagram. Once you get a little more advanced, you can add a video here, perhaps a 10-minute talk about the next offer or the next steps it would take to work with you. But either way, you want to be sure and have on this page, thank you, the PDF was just sent to your inbox. If it doesn't arrive soon, be sure to check your spam folder. So this is a good thank you page. And that would be like the minimum you'd have on here. If you want to elaborate, awesome. So that's the first thing I build is the thank you page. And the next thing I build is the opt-in email. And that's located under marketing, email campaigns. And I create an email sequence with just one email. Let me go to it. I create an email sequence with just one email in it, this opt-in email. And I click on it right here. You can see it's set to day 0. Day 0 means it's going out immediately. Day 1 would mean it goes out 24 hours after they opted in. And because they're filling out this their name and email in the form, I want them to receive that freebie immediately. So I'm going to put day 0 up here. And here you have the title, subject line. And then, I have a template that you can put in here that talks a little more, but this is the basics. Hello, first name. And to be able to create that first name field, you type in hello. And then over here on personalize, you have the option to put in whatever you want. And I chose first name. And let's just say that you uploaded your CSV file and the first name was not included. It's only emails. That's okay. It would just say hello right here, and that's fine. And then the next, as I mentioned, there's a template later on this lesson and you can cut and paste it in here. But when you're ready to add your download, you would just type in something like here's your download and then highlight it and then come over to this paperclip to upload it, upload your PDF, and then just drag it here or locate it on your device and press save, and it'll be available right here. And then you want to click save. And then from here, you can preview it or test it, send yourself a test email. You can preview it, but I find that the spacing doesn't really, it's not accurate. Though it may look good in the preview browser, whenever you send it yourself, it's going to look a little different. Also, in the preview in browser area, you can't click on any of the links. You can't see if your PDF is working. So you want to be sure and send yourself a test email, get it, and then click on the link and make sure you're able to open the PDF okay. And once it's hooked up, click on marketing and email campaigns, and there it is. And again, you can find it easier by clicking on the sequence, and you'll probably see it right there. Because after you begin sending a bunch of email broadcasts, then this all area, all the emails you ever sent will start to, it'll get lost in there. But an easy way to find it is just by clicking sequence. So we've already created the thank you page. The second thing we did was create that opt-in email. The next thing we're going to do is create a form, and you create the form to put on a page. So before creating the page, I like to create the form, so I have a form to be able to put on a page. And all the forms are located under marketing. I go to marketing and then forms. You see I have a few test forms in here, and this is the one I created. You just put the name up of the form up here. I like to have it at single opt-in. In some countries, you can't use the single opt-in, you'll have to use double, but I personally like the single opt-in. I get way more signups. If you find that you have it on double opt-in and all these people you're receiving notification that all these people are signing up, yet under your contacts, they're not showing up as subscribed, it's because that they didn't finish with the double opt-in. So the single opt-in will grow your email list a little faster. So I would say do your own research on which of these options you'd like to do, but I personally like to choose single opt-in. Then over here, if you'd like, you can send a notification to yourself to let you know that someone filled out the form and is going to be receiving the PDF. It's all fun in the beginning when you're receiving notifications that people are signing up, but after a while it might get old, and you can just turn it off by Xing and then save, and your name will be gone there. So in here, it's just the name, add your email, single opt-in, and the form fields, they default actually with name email. And the next thing we're going to do is, let me run through one more time. We did the thank you page. We created the opt-in email. Thirdly, we created the form. Now we're going to put the form on the page. So I've actually already created an opt-in landing page here, step 4. And I just create a simple form image, little bio form image. That would be like the minimum of a page I would do. But if you can get more information in here, you're going to get just a higher conversion rate. The more, remember, it's a mini sales page, so spend some time on this. And if you don't know how to add a form, you just click in a section and you'd add content and you choose form. And then it asks you, well, what form would you like to add? And remember, we created a form over here. That's why we created it first, so we'd have it to be able to put on the page. So I'd select the form, and I called it 3, opt-in form, step 3. And now here's where the thank you page comes in. This is why I created the thank you page first, so I have all the pieces together for whenever I'm finally ready to create this opt-in page. So I have the form, the thank you page. I'm just going to choose that. And that was step 1. Thank you, Freebie. And then just fill in your information here. Click Save. Now this form is ready to go. I'm actually going to remove it and just use this one I have here. So you left the page and came back. You want to check out the form again, double check everything looks good. Click inside the form here, and it pops up on the left. And you can see I have it on the correct form, I have it going to a landing page, and I have the correct landing page. That all looks good. That means that this page is connected now to my landing page. That's how the two pieces connect together. Now, how do we make it so when they fill in their name and email that they're going to be receiving that email? We'd actually go to do that inside the forms area. And where I filled in the name here, my email over here, single opt-in, the form fields I'm collecting. And when you roll to the bottom, there's actually an automation that I added. And I'll go ahead and delete that and start over. Delete. Okay. I'm going to add an automation, and the automation is when this form is submitted. So it's the form that 3 opt-in form that I have on the landing page here. When this form is submitted, then subscribe them to that email sequence. And that's the email sequence I created over here in step 2. And I called it opt-in email. Save. So now when someone goes to this page with this form that I created over here, the form is automatically going to subscribe them to this email sequence. You can see this is the email sequence, opt-in email. So that's how the 4 parts, I guess, of this funnel connect together. The thank you page is connected on that opt-in page. The email is connected over on the form, and the form is placed on the opt-in page. So again, thank you page, opt-in email, form, and I place the form on the page. So now you've just created a whole opt-in funnel.